No excuse is too good to skip the skis this winter. While different states can't ski at the same time, they can ski in the same resort. Leave your big city life behind for a few days and head for some of the great mountain resorts that are straddling state borderlines. We put together a list of 4 locations which are sure to provide you with an unforgettable ski experience. Let's get right into it. First up is Catamount Mountain Resort. Between Massachusetts and the Canadian border, the 311-mile Catamount Trail follows the rounded spine of the Green Mountains as it travels north to south through Vermont. What makes it so dope? Its 31 portions can be skied separately as day trips or joined together for a continuous journey that takes weeks to complete and is only attempted by a select few adventurous skiers. What's more, Catamount is family-friendly mountain tucked away in a lovely bowl. As we've already mentioned, there's a vast network of trails for hikers of all skill levels, and there's breathtaking views around every corner. 4 chairlifts, including a summit quad, a triple, and 2 doubles, are available at the mountaintop. There's also a snow sports learning area serviced by 3 Wonder Carpet surface lifts. If you thought that's a lot of entertainment packed in a snow resort, you should know that we're not finished yet. The resort also offers a zip tour. It has the largest continuous zip line span in the US, measuring 5,523 feet in length with a span of 1,000-foot descent. It's open from spring to fall. There are more than 50 zip lines, 12 different courses, and more than 170 platforms throughout the 10-acre adventure. Don't miss the Ski Mountain's 1,000-foot vertical drop, 36 routes, and terrain parks if you're traveling in the winter. A summit quad and 2 magic carpets are among the 6 lifts. Night skiing, 98% snowmaking, adult and kid private and group instructions, rentals, and childcare are additional services. Finally, if you're traveling with kids, you'll be happy to hear that the resort also has a well-liked children's show called Mountain Cats. The groomers at the resort keep the mountain in top shape, as snowmaking on 32 of the mountain's 36 routes is consistent throughout the season. Next up, let's talk about how Catamount Snow Resort has evolved over time. It's been a while since your last visit to Catamount, and you're in for a major surprise. The proprietors of Berkshire East, which is situated in northwest Massachusetts, just below the Vermont border, purchased the region a couple of years ago. The new owners are determined to make Catamount a premier vacation property. Even the entry sign alludes to a fresh and sophisticated appearance, more in keeping with the Okemo or Stratton in Vermont. A new main base lodge has been built nearby the Catamount Double Summit quad chairs, replacing the former base lodge, which has been restored. It's roomy and features a lovely fireplace, which is what most guests want from a ski resort lodge, but was absent from the old base lodge. Keeping in mind the internal capacity restrictions brought on by the pandemic, there are fire pits and picnic tables in front of each lodge, offering fantastic views of the slopes and the ideal spot to park yourself. Moving on, the one we have for you next is Heavenly Resort. Located in the southern Sierra Nevada mountains, Heavenly Resort is omnipresent. Apart from being among the only 4 resorts that straddle state borders, the ski resort along with the casinos on the South Shore's Nevada side is what keeps the small Sierra community economy afloat. The original mountain base of the resort, Heavenly's California Lodge, was situated almost directly up the hill from the lakefront ski run marina. Suitable for skiers of all abilities, it offers access to the entire mountain via the Gun Barrel Express or the aerial tram, as well as nearly all ski services. The Stagecoach Lodge in Nevada offers access to intermediate and expert skiing, while Boulder Lodge on the Nevada side is a fantastic location, once again, for skiers of any level. Both lodges offer access to the entire mountain. The Heavenly Mountain Resort's gondola, which literally starts at street level in South Lake Tahoe, is a well-liked feature. The gondola transports visitors up the mountain to Tamarack Lodge and Adventure Peak, where all skiers may access the entire ski area. The gondola is based in the Heavenly Village, which provides services of every type. A tubing hill and terrain parks are also included in the winter sports option. What's more to Heavenly? What's more is that for many years, when people mentioned Heavenly, they immediately thought of California Main Lodge. It's still a famous snow sport location and well worth a visit, even though the opening of the gondola near State Line means that not quite as many people make the driving trip up the lengthy, steep ski run boulevard to the lodge. There's access to terrain suitable for skiers of all ski levels here at the resort's main mountain base area, and just about every kind of ski service is provided. Visitors can get anywhere on the mountain via the Gun Barrel Express on the aerial tram. So in fact, a trip to Heavenly turns out to be a 2-in-1, as you also get to make a stop at the California Main Lodge. What's more, there are 2 Heavenly sports facilities in the area, with Gun Barrel having a complete rental and maintenance facility. You can grab a quick bite at the food court, featuring burgers, tacos, and salads. A good drink and appetizer are available at the bar. Now, for the 3rd resort, Lookout Pass. We should warn you, look out for this one. It might be a little too amazing. Lookout Pass is situated on the border of Idaho and Montana and offers some of the best snow, simplest access, and most reasonable costs in the area. It's understandable why the resort was chosen by the on-the-snow users as the Pacific Northwest ski resort with the best family-friendly amenities. Lookout Pass, famous free ski school for kids, is located there as well. 34 named lines are served by 4 lifts, and there are acres of fantastic tree skiing. There's more than 400 inches of soft, dry powder snow that Lookout typically receives each year. However, it's what skiers and riders most adore about it. Ride 2 sits on the same mountain at Lookout Pass on the Idaho side. You can ascend the summit chair, then move over to the Montana side. Lookout Pass has 540 acres of skiable terrain with a 1,150-foot vertical drop, 23 named routes, 2 glade sections, and acres of tree skiing. The resort experienced the most frequent powder conditions in the area with an average annual snowfall of 400 inches. Right next to Interstate 90, Exit 0 is situated halfway between the main airports in Spokane and Missoula. Lookout Pass has been well-liked for more than 60 years due to its excellent location. We assure you it's worth the hype. Last on the list is one of Western Montana's finest gems, the Lost Trail Powder Mountain Resort. Straddling the borders of Montana and Idaho on the northern Rocky Mountains is where you'll find this resort. And we should tell you, if you aren't staying in one of the neighboring towns, you'll have to make a bit of a journey to get to Lost Trail because it's far from any major population centers. We adore this town despite its few possibilities for overnight stays. Even when the surrounding areas are dry, there's a lot of snow in the Montana-Idaho border region. There's also a ton of new terrain now, thanks to the extension of the north a few years ago. Do bear in mind that weekends may be hectic, especially after a major storm. Over the holidays and Christmas break, the resort is open throughout the week, but for the rest of the season, they're only open Thursday through Sunday. And yes, you do get new track days all Thursday if it snows on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It's so worth calling in sick for. There's also a small cafeteria in the resort serving everything you need to boost your energy for all the skiing ahead of you. However, come prepared because apart from the cafe, there are very few services in the area, but it's definitely worth the trek. Finally, there's one more fact that we just couldn't leave out. The Lost Trail Powder Mountain Resort is the actual spot where the Lost Trail formerly existed, as described in Lewis and Clark's journals. Most of the high alpine summit forest is still very similar to how the explorers and crew observed it back in 1805, with the exception of the highways that enter and exit the area, the Great Street Lodge, and the excellent slopes. With a variety of lifts and lengthy sloping lines for skiers, the ski resort is a superb family and expert skier's dream. Take our word for it, this privately held property is a genuine gem in southern Bitterroot. And that's a wrap for this video. Which resort are you most pumped about visiting? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.